Hello, I'm Mark Abbs and we're here today to talk about our latest white paper, Global Talent 24, Trends and Best Practices in 2024 and beyond. I'm a partner in Blick Rothenberg and I've been helping organisations manage their global talent for nearly 30 years. I'm delighted that co-authors joined us, Gareth Wadley.
Hello, I'm Gareth Wadley. I'm a partner and head of the Employment and Immigration practice at Bristows.
Our white paper focuses on global talent in the life science sector, but many of the trends and best practices in the report apply to all organisations that are looking to scale and grow quickly, and also those organisations that are looking to reset after the global pandemic and the Great Resignation period and do something a bit different. The report includes practical recommendations and a number of case studies. So Gareth, what are you seeing in the market right now?
I'll give you two headlines, Mark. Firstly, technologies, in particular artificial intelligence, just having a seismic impact on the way we live our lives, both personally and professionally. And what that is doing at great pace, it's transforming the workplace. And in particular, it is transforming traditional working practices. It's also leading to the creation of new roles, and in particular, a new demand for a new skill set, and in particular, a battle for those new skills. The other headline really, and it's linked to that I think, is this real shift in employee motivations. And that's been more of a slow burn, but actually the impact is really coming to the fore over the last sort of 12 to 18 months, I think, partly linked to those technological developments. And remuneration is not the be-all and end-all anymore, we know that. We're seeing something very similar in the market.
So after the relative turmoil over the last few years, we're now starting to see a period of relative calm. Whilst the global economy is still subdued, we are seeing many organisations taking the opportunity now to reset and look at things differently. And we're finding those that are moving early, are getting a real competitive advantage in what you were calling, this fierce competition, this war for talent. So, Gareth, what are the key things that you think the report addresses?
Well, for me, it's a collection of practical thoughts and suggestions which are really aimed at helping organisations develop a global plan, a global strategy, and to expand their skills pool or their talent pool. Loads of good stuff and positive stuff in it, but also some notes of caution. And I've got to say this with my sort of legal hat on. If you are going to come up with something a bit different and a bit innovative, along the lines of the things we're suggesting in the report, that comes with a multitude of different sort of risks and challenges and considerations. Yes, from a legal perspective, from a tax perspective, operational, cultural, practical, and even moral perspective. And all of those feed into your considerations as you start to build your talent strategy for 24 and beyond. And what the report does, I think, it helps you identify some of those risks and challenges and navigate your way through them.
And again, we're seeing something similar. So we take a deep dive on how organisations can gain a competitive advantage, looking at various strategies around talent. How do they attract talent and onboard? It's very complicated these days with people all over the world. Once you've got the talent, how do you retain it? How do you train and develop your talent? And we do quite a lot on talent mobility and looking at the different strategies, whether it's international remote working, international commuting and business travel, or even the traditional assignment, which isn't dead just yet. It's still got a lot of life in it. And specifically on how organisations can really build a strong global talent pool. So they've got the biggest and best choice of talent wherever they are and globally. So Gareth, what should companies, organisations be doing right now? How do they get ahead?
Well, they can read our report.
Yeah, very good.
It's a good start, and I jest, but in all seriousness, there are a number of just practical steps and suggestions in there which sort of can help build into the strategies that organisations are trying to develop. But I think what's crucial when you're reading your report, or indeed when you're starting to develop a strategy, is there's no one size fits all.
Yeah.
Talk to experts quite early on in the process, and that will be a variety of different experts. It might be employment lawyers and immigration lawyers, it might be global mobility experts, but actually having early conversations just to understand the issues so that you can sort of plan and mitigate some of the risks, that's really, really important.
Absolutely. And for me, I think it's three things. I think use this relative period of calm to reset, review and refresh how you do things, look at your policies, your processes. Try and get ahead of the competition now. I think it's what you said earlier, Gareth, which was really get a grip on governance. There's a lot of risks out there, whether they're legal, reputational, criminal. And I think the third and most important thing for me, and it's kind of what you've just said, is act now. The competition is fierce. The war for talent, global talent is really intense. So those organisations that start looking at these issues and deal with them effectively and come up with strategies are going to win that war for talent.